Ladies and gentlemen, he was one of the best supporting actors in TV and Hollywood history for most of the 60s and 1970s before he got his big break as the big guy Arthur Carlson on WKRP in Cincinnati. One of the most beloved comedy actors of his generation, even though he did some serious roles, including, of all things, playing the auctioneer that sells Caesar in Conquest of the Planet of the Apes. And it's got to be the great Gordon Jump. Now, again, best known as the big guy, the resident of Dayton, Ohio, played what he called the man with the heart of gold on WKRP. He reprised a role in the spin-off The New WKRP in Cincinnati, and he's also known for playing Chief Tinkler in Soap for 2 seasons, 70-78, and Mr. Horton on a 2-part episode of the sitcom Different Strokes. He also appeared in Maytag commercials as a Maytag repairman from 1989 until he retired in 2003, which unfortunately was the year of his death. Now, born Alexander Gordon Jump, he was raised in Centerville, not Centerville, New Brunswick, but a suburb of Dayton, Ohio. He graduated from Centerville High School and enrolled in Otter Bean College. After his first year, he transferred to KSU, studying broadcasting and communication. He was a member of the Kappa Sigma fraternity. He got his first television job with WIBW TV in Topeka. He dabbled in writing, producing, and directing while at the station. Jump was the title character in WIBW's Wib the Clown, an educational children's program. He reported the weather on the channel and was not always able to get his clown makeup off in time. In September 1961, he returned to Dayton and joined WLWD as the station's director of special broadcast services. He continued as a producer and on-air personality at WLWD, hosting Gordon Jump's Fun Time, a popular show for younger children, and High Time, a variety series, before moving to LA in 1963 to pursue acting. Later in life, Jump converted and became the Church of the Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, which is also known as the Mormons. Now, Jump's acting career began when he was 32. He participated in a theater production at the Glendale Center Theater in Glendale, California, where he was noticed and offered an agent. The theater was owned by Nathan and Ruth Hale, who were members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. It was there that Jump first learned about the LDS Church. Now, his first break on TV was his guest role as Marcus Clements in Daniel Boone, where he had 8 lines. During the 60s, he landed minor roles in TV series such as Get Smart, Lancer, Here Comes the Brides, and Green Acres. Now, in the 60s, he converted to the LDS Church. He acted in several church-produced instructional, educational productions, including When Thou Art Converted, and Pioneers in Petticoats, and What About Thad? In 1967, he played the role of Lehi in the Burbank Pansion People of the Book. He appeared as Peter the Apostle in a 1969 film, which is used in some of the church's temple ceremonies. He also acted in The Singles Ward in 2002, an LDS comedy series. He and Robert Starling, an independent filmmaker, began associated latter-day media artists. Now, Jump's first recurring role came in 1977 as Chief of Police Tinkler in Soap. In 1978, he landed his signature role of Arthur Big Guy Carlson on the situation comedy WKRP in Cincinnati, portraying a beloved but bumbling radio station manager. Now, he was the heart of the show, ladies and gentlemen. A love of toys, a love of not working, scared of his mother, but always willing to listen to the dungarees when time was needed. Jump had stated that the character of Arthur Carlson was based on a real-world WQXI executive. Now, after WKRP was canceled in 1982, he made appearances on many other shows. These included The Love Boat, Night Court, The Golden Girls, Murder, She Wrote, and Who's the Boss. He had a recurring role on Growing Pains as Maggie Seaver's father. Now, he's also best known on a very controversial 2-part episode of Different Strokes, titled The Bicycle Man. He played Mr. Horton, the owner of a bicycle shop who attempts to molest series protagonist Arnold Jackson and his friend Dudley. While his LA Times obituary called his role a daring career turn, Genevieve Koski of the AV Club's Roundtable found a laugh track that played during the scene in which the boys see nude photographs horrifying. Koski's fellow Roundtable member Donna Bowman disagreed, stating that the special humanized the situation. In 1989, he took over the Maytag repairman role from Jesse White. Now, in the 1990s, he starred in a short-lived revival of WKRP in Cincinnati entitled The New WKRP in Cincinnati. He also appeared in the 9th and final season of Seinfeld, in which he played George Costanza's boss at a playground equipment company over 2 episodes. His last movie role was the 2000 film Changing of the Guard, released after his passing. Now, Jump believed the film and TV industry the most powerful tool that can communicate and give a positive outlook of life to many people. According to his personal religious faith, he also believed tiered and television had the ability to uplift and edify individuals, and felt that God used a similar medium to guide his children. When scripts required Jump to act in ways that went against his religion, he said that his acting required the same honesty and judiciousness as the rest of his life. He portrayed the fictional character as accurately as possible to deliver an honest representation of the story to the audience. He warned against portraying all theatrical characters like missionaries, and instead encouraged actors to stay true to their craft, through which their inner virtue would shine through. Additionally, Jump did not believe in censorship, claiming that if you teach people correct principles, they can govern themselves, which ties into the Imagine episode where the Holy Rollers were trying to ban WKRP. Now, when Jump was offered the role of Chief Tinkler in Soap, he and the LDS Church bishop of the church were worried that the content of the program was contrary to his faith. He returned to the producers the next day with the intention of refusing the role. The directors heard the concerns and suggested that the underlying messages of the show were more aligned to his beliefs as a Latter-day Saint than he realized. He was encouraged to read the retribution scenes in the script. Impressed by the depth of the lessons told through humor, Jump took the role in Soap and recommended that viewers of faith evaluate the lessons taught by the finished artistic product of a film or show, rather than evaluate whether an actor would actually do some of the things which to portray on scene. Now, when he passed away on September 22nd, 2003, it was from pulmonary fibrosis that led to respiratory failure at his home near LA. He is interred at El Toro Memorial Park in Lake Forest, California. Now, again, 71 years old, a life gone too soon. So key roles back in the day, did a lot again of LDS events, but his first big break, of course, for a lot of people in film was Conquest of the Planet of the Apes, who played the auctioneer. Also was in Sybil in 76. Ruby and Oswald, very underrated movie. The Fury, House Calls, Making the Grade, Honeymoon Academy, and The Singles Ward. But get this on TV, ladies and gentlemen. From 1965 onwards, Daniel Boone, Get Smart, The Cat, Green Acres, Lancer, Mannix, The Partridge Family, The Brady Bunch, The Young Rebels, Love American Style, The Doris Day Show, Bewitched, Cade's Country, Partridge Family, Love American Style Again, New Dick Van Dyke Show, The Mary Tyler Moore Show, playing the courtship of Mary's father's daughter, playing Judy's father, A Touch of Grace, Paul Lynde Show, Chase, Kojak, McLeod, Paul Sand, Friends and Lovers, Girl with Something Extra, The Rockford Files, That's My Mama, Harry O, Policewoman, Starsky and Hutch, Streets of San Francisco, Switch, ABC After School Special, The Lost Saucer, Bionic Woman, Macmillan Wife, Rich Man Poor Man, Alice, Macduff the Talking Dog, Archie. We played Mr. Andrews in the pilot. Black Sheep Squadron, Good Times, Lou Grant, The Hardy Boys, Nancy Drew Mysteries. He played 6 episodes of Lou Grant. Soap, 12 episodes. Credible Huck, WKRP in Cincinnati, 88 total episodes, 90 in syndication. The Love Boat, Different Strokes, Just a Little More Love, CBS Children's Mystery Theater, Night Court, Amazing Stories, Tall Tales and Legends, Growing Pains, Simon & Simon, New Love American Style, The Golden Girls, Murder, She Wrote, What a Country, Who's the Boss, Sister Kate, New WKRP, 46 episodes, Baywatch, Kino Storytime, Empty Nest, Married with Children, Seinfeld, and Mike Hammer's Private Eye. So, ladies and gentlemen, what a diverse career and what a spiritual person. But Mr. Carlson, the big guy, you know, a lovable individual, you know, is heavily missed. Because Lonnie Anderson once said that Gordon Jump was probably the best actor of the bunch because he wasn't like the rest of the bunch, but he was playing himself. If he played himself as an actor, like he played a version of himself, but it was a one base in peace and love. And Mr. Carlson was a very religious character in the show, and that's talked about different times. So where does Gordon Jump start and Mr. Carlson end? It's pretty well the same person, and a lovable, ladies and gentlemen, a lovable person in all aspects. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you like what we're doing here with our WKRP podcast, let us know with a like, comment, subscribe, or share.